Hey, Bourbon family, welcome back to Whiskey Phoenix, where smooth is optional and fire is mandatory. So, yesterday I started my worst bourbons of 2025, and I gave you 3 out of, I think I said 9 yesterday. I actually got to looking over my list, and it's like, that's not right. I had one that was just okay, and when I revisited the bottle, I didn't update my spreadsheet to say that, I liked it. So we're technically down to 8. I'm going to continue today with the next 3 that I consider my worst bourbons of 2025. And the first one, surprisingly, is from Kentucky Peerless. Now, I've been to Kentucky Peerless. I did their bourbon tasting when I went to Louisville in July, and I do like Kentucky Peerless, so don't get me wrong here, fam. However, a friend of mine, Ajay, gave me a handshake of their root beer barrel. The Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, it came in at 107, and for me it was just okay. And I think a lot of it was, for me, it was just okay, is I really never got like a cola or a root beer taste from it. On the nose, it was, the nose was good, sweet oak, some caramel, some dark fruits, a hint of vanilla. On the palate, it was slightly savory, some brown sugar, that cinnamon carried over from the nose. I got a hint of chocolate and a hint of oak. And the finish, it was, we'll say, medium as far as lingering goes. The cinnamon just came all the way through. Some rye spice kind of kicked in. And again, just a hint of vanilla and chocolate that kind of stayed on with the finish. I think they may have done themselves a better service if they would have named it anything other than root beer, because for me personally, I just didn't get it. So, and maybe that's why it landed just in my okay category. I don't think I'd give this an actual worst of 2025, but because it was just okay, that's why it kind of falls into this category. But again, I like a lot of stuff that Kentucky Peerless puts out. This one just was a miss for me. The next one was from its River Basin Distillery, hand finished. It was a 2-year-old rye whiskey. This one I picked up on my own. Came in at 94 proof, and it was just okay. And initially I was really excited for it because I realized I started to like rye whiskeys in 2025, but this one again was just meh. I mean, the nose, it wasn't very complex. There was some sweetness, some caramel, and some dark fruit. Again, not very complex on the palate either. There was some vanilla, the caramel on the nose was on the palate, and there was a mild rye spice to it. The finish was short, slightly sweet, with some vanilla and caramel. Just overall, it was just kind of like boom, 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 like almost one and dones. So it came in at just okay for me. And then the next one for this video is, this was another bottle I picked up on my own. It was the Brewers Coalition Stout Cask Finish. This was a single malt whiskey bottle and bond. And it came in at just okay. I honestly don't remember the proof on that one, unfortunately. And again, it was kind of like just short, sweet, as far as nose, palate, and finish went. The nose, there was some honey, some, caramel, and almost like a hint of black coffee. The palate, the caramel stayed. Vanilla kind of kicked in, and, or I'm sorry, not vanilla. It was more like, how stout beers can have like a maltiness to it. I got that. And I love stout beer, so that's why I thought I would really like this one. So there was a malty, stout maltiness to it. That black coffee kind of gave way to like an espresso on the palate, and just a slight hint of chocolate. The finish on this for me was kind of medium. And it's switched over into like a slight sweetness with hints of vanilla and caramel on the finish. So again, just came in okay. I don't think I'll be picking any of these up again. Again, one was a handshake from Kentucky Peerless. The other two I picked up on my own. You know, the more I look over this list and realize, you know what, all of these I literally picked up on my own and hadn't seen any other people talk about them. They've kind of been the ones that, like, kind of bombed out for me. Not to say I didn't pick up some bangers this year. I mean, a lot of what I did pick up turned out to be really good. And those were all, you know, either via handshakes or some that I picked up on my own that turned out to be great. So there you have it for today. Tomorrow I'm going to put out a video of two that I absolutely did not like. And one of them, fam, is going to surprise you. Happy Saturday, family. I hope you are enjoying your day today. If you are partaking on this Saturday, as always, please drink responsibly. And remember, stay sharp, stay burning, rise again, and I'll see you in the next one.